So here we are. Congratulations, Manish, for clearing PMP with flying colors. So how are you feeling, first of all?
Thank you, Amir. Feeling great. Feeling actually very relieved because last 3 months or so has been very hard with work and all. Finally, it's done and it's like weight off my shoulders. So
So after
feeling great.
so
Thank
much hard work, you have crossed the line. So how does basically it feels now?
So, I mean, it's of course great. Something that I always wanted to do. Felt it's been a long journey, and especially with work hours and all, it's been difficult. I was not actually expecting to be in hitting above target in three of the processes and target. I was like, somehow I need to pass.
Good,
But
good.
yeah, when I saw the result, I was like, wow, great.
So did you give test in home or in center?
No, I took it at the Pearson Center.
Pearson
So
Center.
I went to
So
center.
can you
Yes.
share first of all your journey? How did you prepare, and then later on your test experience?
Yeah, sure. So it all started, I think. See, first, I actually wanted to do it last year. Um, I bought the book around last year, I think around July or August. I bought the book, I started reading, and you know how PMBOK guide is, right? I
True,
mean,
true.
you start reading and nothing makes sense. It's like
It's a guide.
one of the
It's a guide. You
most
cannot say anything.
most boring book in the world.
Yeah.
Right, so I went through a few chapters and then I was like, okay, I'll get to it, I'll get to do it. And then because of work pressure and all, something got pushed out. And then in May June, around when this all corona lockdown started, and I was actually just browsing, and then suddenly I got to know that, okay, looks like the pattern is going to change, right? And then the good news was that because of corona they pushed it out to Jan 2021. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay, so I think it's time, high time right now I should get prepared. So so again I had the book, of course, and then I got my hands on Rita Mulcahy. So these were the two books that
Good.
I thought I'll start with. But it's been a long gap since I left my study. I graduated like 10-12 years ago, and it was very hard to first get back to study.
Makes sense.
And
Makes sense. Makes sense. All in the
yeah,
world. Like, going back to the school is really tough.
yeah, it is difficult, but somehow I started. So July August is when I actually started reading the book. PMBOK, I just left it aside. I thought maybe I'll go through Rita's book, and then probably it'll make sense. It's good one, but it has too much of content. But as I went through each chapters, few things started to make sense. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I came across some of your content as well, and then I actually understood that the entire book is about just the 49 processes. That's what it is,
That's true.
right? And
So true.
the moment you understand, it starts to make sense. So that's what happened. Last three July, I would say August onwards is when I was totally focused. And to be honest, actually, I wanted to in September or so, towards the end of September, I thought maybe I'm ready. I took some mock and it kind of showed good score. But then I never had scheduled for the exam, and I thought maybe a little bit more, probably some more preparation. And
Little bit.
all
A
of
more
a sudden
push.
I'm realizing
More
that,
push is required.
yeah, suddenly I realized that I'm in December, and it's almost, if I don't do it now, I don't want to get into the new pattern problems and all
No,
that.
no, no, no. You
So
don't.
finally I scheduled it. I scheduled it at Pearson, and then I thought, okay, it's do or die moment. Let's go ahead and push it.
So it has to be do or die.
So
I
that's
have
how.
seen it with so many students. Unless it becomes do or die, you cannot do it. Is that so?
True, and actually, yeah, it is. And the moment I mean, once you pay for the exam and schedule, and you are like, you start to count that I have just 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 10 days. In your head, you're like, okay, finally, you have taken the steps. So you might as well just go ahead and do it. And it kind of, in a way, pushes you to prepare and to pushes you to go through all your
Okay.
learning and lessons and whatever you're lacking in. So that's what
Okay.
happened, and that's a good thing
Thank
actually.
you. Thank you for the context of all it. Now, I would love to know about exam. So, what was the exam experience?
Okay, so exam experience. Okay, you mean the exam content or
Yeah, exam
Pearson
content.
or?
Exam content. For Pearson, you gave in the center. So,
Okay.
You are lucky that you had the chance to go to the center. Which country you are in right now?
I'm in India. I'm in a city called Hyderabad.
Okay, so in
So
Hyderabad, centers are open.
there's a yes, centers are open. They have a lot of precautions. So the moment I went in, I had to like you have to wash your hands and you have to they sanitize your hand and everything is like
The SOPs,
non-contact
basically
based
these SOPs
and
are of
your desk and
SOPs of
everything.
Pearson that you have to follow. But the thing is that once you go into the center, now all the tension of maybe the light going or the exam crashing is on Pearson. So that is a very benefit. That is a benefit of doing test in center.
Yes, yes. And also, I didn't want to have any like yes, I didn't want to. I mean, for home, I didn't want to have any system issues and network, and you never know,
Makes sense. Makes sense in the world.
when
Makes
things
sense.
can go down.
Okay.
So
So how many questions about change request?
change request a lot actually. I can't remember, but majority of the questions that I faced were related to change and stakeholder management. Um, those were the two major one. Overall, I felt um, change request management, stakeholder engagement, and I had a couple of questions around closing project. A lot related to quality. I
A lot related to
so
quality.
these
Can you
were the main.
just elaborate on
Um,
that? Questions regarding quality. What they about
so
tools and
I had questions. Yeah, so I had like two questions around tools and technique. And most of the questions that I got had, I mean, two of the four options were like, straight away you can eliminate because these are not the options. But the remaining two were confusing. So, for example, I think I had one question where they were trying to find out that there was some error happened and you need to fix it and you have to the question was not about how to fix it. The question was about what would you do to solve something like that. So I'm confusing because the answer could change depending on whether it's asking what would you do next
next?
or what
What is
would
the
you do to solve.
what would you have done
Yeah, so
before?
that is
Yeah, that's that tricky thing.
yes. So
Yeah.
I think the options were like some were like brainstorm the idea to fix it, and then other was the Ishikawa diagram. Use this to uh, you know find the root cause, and then I
Finding
kind of related root cause, probably tools and techniques. So I went
okay,
with
okay,
so
okay,
those
makes
were
sense.
related to quality.
Okay.
Um, change related, pretty much scenario based. That something happened, new project manager joined, and he wants to know. He found out that certain requirements were not there in the in the deliverables that the team has executed. What would you do next? Would you add it? Would you negotiate with the client? Would you just let it go? So those were related to changes. um,
Okay. Regarding risk, how much portion were you were expecting questions from risk there and you saw then? How many questions regarding risk?
regarding risk, I just had, I think, two or three questions, Amit.
Two or three
I didn't
questions.
have much, but actually I had prepared a lot. I had prepared a lot in risk because I thought
Makes
that's
sense.
one of the main
Okay.
questions.
If I
Yes,
and
but I didn't see much.
majority questions were like 90% question were situational question. What would the project manager do, right?
Amir, I think I
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. So how many questions were basically situational question? 80%, 85, 90, or all the questions?
80, 90%, 80 to 90% questions situational. And in fact, I got a lot of more than 50, 60% questions. They were very wordy, meaning they were like, 3 to 4 sentences in the question, and you had to actually read through to understand, to make sense. And of course, situational PMP questions, exams are supposed to be situational, and 80, 90% of the questions would just ask, given a scenario, and then what would you do next, or what should the project manager do?
That's so true because PMP is training the team on how to solve the situational problems. So 90% question were situational question. Manish,
All right.
apart from the test, which mocks you have given and which mocks were more relevant to the exam? Okay,
Okay.
you have done so many mocks. Up in the mocks, which mocks were more relevant? Like Prepcast, which mock you did?
Okay. So yeah, good question. And this is something that I had researched a lot on. Two things. One is Prepcast and the other is PMI.
PMI
Most of the
mock
questions,
200 questions.
yes, the PMI 200, yes, that you get. And those were the two most helpful. I'm glad that I did them. Um, because see, the questions were not same, but pattern were very similar, right? And if you have actually gone through those, then it actually makes a lot of sense, and then you'd be able to relate to the questions. I had taken a lot of mocks before. I had taken some, free online Lemon, Oliver, and all those mocks. And of course, in WhatsApp group, we keep
Sure,
doing it every day, like some 10, 20, 30 questions.
sure.
But out of all these things, Prepcast and PMI were very helpful, and they actually add up to a lot. And the best part is that you actually get to know where you're making mistake,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
I
Revise.
was
So these
actually
were,
few months back I was against Prepcast because it is quite expensive. But seeing their context and seeing the detail of the answers, that really clicked me. That when
yeah,
the person is reviewing it, and if you review those 7 to 8 tests in detail, you like reviewed a good amount of that. So I
yeah,
really
yeah, of course. I agree. I mean, that is, it's cost wise, it's on the higher side. There are some other mobile phone apps and all I saw, which were like similar, where
have you used
uh,
Tried mocks?
try. I took it, and you won't believe I failed miserably.
Yeah,
That test.
it's a tough test, but the feedback I got from many students is also very good. So
It is
okay,
good. It is good.
it,
So I took the 200 test, and I think I scored around some 50 plus, and I was
yeah.
like, oh my God,
My
not
student
prepared at all.
got like 58 and he got 5 above target in the exam. So it doesn't matter. And now you have cleared PMP. Actually, nothing matters how many you got.
Yeah.
Apart from that, what was your score in Prepcast? Is what was
So
it
in
more
Prepcast,
than
I was scoring around, I think the first one I scored 75 and I was very confident. But then somebody told me that, first one, two are easy. So I
yeah, yeah.
directly jumped to six and I scored 68 and I was like, okay, I think the person who told me is right. But overall, I scored, I think 75, 68, 71, 75. So average, I was hitting, around 72 to 75.
What
That
about
was my
PMI? PMI test.
first time I scored 69, and then I went through all the wrong ones, and then I took it after a couple of days, and then I scored 85. So I was like, okay, looks
85.
like fine.
That is a highly recommended. So just summarizing everything, do good mocks, maybe Prepcast, maybe PM Master, maybe Tribe. And the most important thing is that understand what is happening in the mock. Do
Mhm.
PMI mocks, that is compulsory unless you get more than 80%. And master change request, master stakeholder, master communication, understand tools of quality. And what about tools of resource? Did you get the questions about tools of resource?
Yeah, I did, and I think I attended your last ITTO's session,
Okay.
and I mean, it's true. Everybody who says it's true, do not memorize ITTOs, not required at all. As long as, and I put it, some of the lesson learned in the WhatsApp group, that as long as you understand the 49 processes, you understand how
Flow
they
of
connect.
flow of 49
Yeah,
processes.
exactly. Because your one process will connect to other.
Yeah.
Something that is output in one will become input in other,
Okay.
right? And if you understand how the flow works from initiating to closing, how deliverables work, and what is the difference between work data, where does it become information, where does it become report, where does it go, and all those things, then you don't need to memorize
Good.
ITTOs. You
Good.
would be able to understand that this
Okay.
ITTO relates to.
So that can be a punchline. Don't
Yeah.
memorize ITTO, understand them. Okay.
Yeah.
Apart from that, any message you would like to give, because a lot of PMP aspirants are going to give exam in these 21 days. Right now, one of my students is giving exam in this week till Sunday. I have a lot of students that are going to give exam, and apart from my students, so many other hundred and thousands of students are going to give exam. And what is your strategy for them? What to do in these last 21 days to clear exam, of course?
Okay. So first thing to those who have been preparing, doing mocks and all, but have not
Oh, so
so let me restart. So I was saying that the first thing that I would like to actually say to everybody who wants to take exam before next year, which is just in 20 days, is go and book your exam, book your test. That is the first thing, because if you are preparing for a couple of months and you have taken mocks and you are doing well above 70 plus or something, you are good to go. Go ahead and book it. That's number one. Second is that be confident. One thing I've realized, that you will never be 100% ready, right? It is not, PMI is not asking you to score 98 out of 100 or whatever, right? So as long as you understand each uh, 49 processes and the flow, and you are confident, you understand probably the risk and how project is initiated, how it is planned, and major change is the major one. And go ahead and do that, right? Go ahead and take the test, right? Go ahead and do that, but you don't wait, because there will always be questions which will trump you, and you will think that maybe I'm not ready. But go by the score, go by your confidence, and take it. That's what I wanted to
okay,
say.
thank you, Manish. Thank you, and best of luck for your future endeavors. And I hope that the lessons you have learned while preparing from PMP, the processes you understand, you can implement in your project life and elevates the level of projects. That is real purpose of PMP. It's not just a certificate. It's telling you how you can improve the projects, how you can elevate the projects. So thank you very much for giving your time, and best of luck for future endeavors. Bye bye.
Thank you very much, Anish. Thank you. Bye bye.